Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the first video in a series of past paper question videos that I will be doing for you guys in order to help you prepare for your final exams at the end of the year, and also of course for your mock exams coming up at the end of term 3. Now, I have decided to start with the November 2020 paper, question 3.1. The reason for that is because it is a sigma notation question, which I know lots of people just don't like sigma notation at all. So let's look at this question. It is a 3-mark question, but there are a few things just to think about and a few things that you need to know in order to do this question. So they're saying, prove that the sigma notation of 4 times 3 to the power of 2 minus k, if k is going from 1 to infinity, is a convergent geometric series. Show all your calculations. Now we just need to remember that for a series to be convergent, you have to have a ratio between -1 and +1. That is the rule. That is something that you need to know off by heart. Now, in order for us to prove that this series is convergent, we need to prove that this is true. We need to prove that whatever the ratio of this series is, it is a number between -1 and 1. Then we can say that it is convergent. Now, the only way for us to do that is to actually find the first 3 terms of this series that they've given us here, and then actually find the ratio in that series and see that it is true, that it is between -1 and 1. So let's look at this sigma notation over here. We know that sigma notation, this symbol means the sum of, all right? So this in itself will always give us a series. If you are seeing sigma notation, you are going to think of series immediately because the sigma symbol means the sum of. Now, they've given us a general term here. That general term is going to give us each term in this series. Now, in order to get the first term, we are always going to use the number that is underneath the sigma notation. So in order to get the first term here, we are going to put k equals 1 into this general formula. That will give us the first term. So let's do that. We are going to say that term 1 is equal to 4 times 3 to the power of 2 minus 1. Now, when you work that out, you will get an answer of 12. That means that the first term in this series is 12. Now, to get term 2, you are always going to use the next whole number of k. So after 1 comes 2. So we are now going to sub in k equals 2 into this general formula that they've given us. And when we work that out, that is going to give us an answer of 4. Next up, to get term 3, we are again going to sub in the next whole number value for k. So we're going to have 4 times 3 to the power of 2 minus 3. Now, when we work this out, you can use your calculator or you can do it in your head. You are going to get an answer of 4 over 3. So that means that we have 3 terms in this series. I'm just going to write the 3 terms down. 12, and then 4 is the next one, and then 4 over 3 is the next one. And obviously we would keep going until infinity, because that's what they told us there at the top, but that doesn't really matter. As long as we have the first 3 terms, we can identify the ratio. We can see that to go from 12 to 4, you have to divide by 3, but remember that the ratio is the number that you multiply by. So the ratio here is going to be 1 over 3. Dividing by 3 is the same as multiplying by 1 over 3. And if we look at 4 to 4 over 3, we will see that the same thing happens there. To go from 4 to 4 over 3, you again have to multiply by 1 over 3. So that means that our ratio is 1 over 3. And is 1 over 3 a number between -1 and 1? Yes. So therefore, we have a ratio between -1 and 1. So therefore, this is a convergent, I usually say converging, but it doesn't matter, it's the same thing, a convergent series. Right, and there you have it. I think in terms of mark allocation here, they would give you 1 mark for getting those 3 terms. They would then get you a mark for identifying what the ratio is, and your 3rd mark would then be for coming to this conclusion, but you would definitely have to state this line. You would have to state that the ratio is between -1 and 1, and therefore it is converging. Alright, thank you guys. Next up, I will be going through 3.2, which is another sigma notation question. So please give me a follow, like this video, and comment if there's anything specific that you would like to see.